Hi, my name is Nicole McMillan, and I played soccer here, and I currently run cross country and track and field. And why I chose Tusculum is definitely because of the coaching staff, but also the faculty in general. Everyone just makes you feel like a family. You walk around campus, you see familiar faces, and it's like a home away from home.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsоncitytoyota.com.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fate, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the
Welcome back into the Pioneer pregame show. It's Tusculum versus Coker here today from Pioneer Arena, and now joined by Pioneer head coach Devin Carter. And coach, first off, huge win in your last outing against the Carson Newman Eagles. First off, you get the season sweep against Carson Newman, and I know coach speak is every conference game is just as important to the others, but to the fans and the alumni, anytime you can sweep Carson Newman, it's a huge win, and you had to come from 13 points down to get that victory.
Yeah, it is. I tell you what, I've gotten emails, text messages from people I don't even know congratulating our team on that win. And I tell you what, man, the one thing I can say about our team is, like, you know, we make it interesting, but they're so tough. They never give up. They never quit. And that's what we had to have that night. I mean, we were locked in a defensive struggle. 20-some at the half, I think, and then up by 2, and then get down early, late, and, in the third quarter really quickly. And then for us to battle back, it was really big, I think, for our kids to see, and especially our young kids to see. And so, every game is you want to treat it the same, but that Carson Newman's a little bit different and carries a little bit more weight. We recruit against each other, and we recruit for a lot of the kids in the state. And so for us to get that one definitely helps.
It puts you in a good position for the postseason. Basketball is a postseason sport,
Yep.
And it puts you in a position in not only the conference standings for a home berth in the conference tournament, but it puts you in that unique position in the regional standings trying to get to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, last year with everything that went down, I felt like we were in last year, and then, everything that went down, that took us out of it. But at the same time, I didn't think we closed the year the way that we needed to ensure that we were going to be in the tournament. And so, that's been the big thing that we've been preaching to our girls, is that we got to finish. We got to protect home court. That's why the game of Carson Newman was so big, because they're regionally ranked, and then also, it gives us a sweep over a team that's ranked ahead of us at the time. And so, I think for us, we've really got to make sure we close out tonight. We got to go on the road and get some to kind of pad that resume a little bit more. One of the last messages my dad told me, though, a game at a time, game at a time, game at a time, and that's how we got to approach these last 3 games.
And you have to take that game at a time approach, because after that emotional comeback victory against Carson Newman, you take on a Coker team that, when you look at their record, not very good, but you look at them on the floor, maybe the most talent on the floor of anybody in the conference. They can play with anybody if they put it together one night, and you don't want that to be against you.
I don't want it to be against us, but you're exactly right. I'm watching Aaron Hauser, on film against Anderson, different people, and, I'm sitting here thinking, like, what other big would I take in the league, over her? Maddie Sutton, obviously, because she's on my team and because she's a grinder, but, just a talented team. They've got length, they've got athleticism, they got size, and they've had some games. They go and beat Wingate. They've had some big wins this year, but I think for us moving, forward with this matchup, it's one that, we pretty much know each other pretty well. We've got to contain the glass, and we've got to do a good job of holding our best players in check.
Coach, we can't let you go without talking about senior night, and a couple of special seniors that stuck through some adversity that they didn't have to in Casey Johnson and Sydney Wilson, and then a senior in Mia Long that has really been your leader on the floor at the point guard position this year. Some special seniors you get to honor tonight.
Man, I tell you what, Casey and Sid have been here with me since the beginning. They've seen the highs and the lows. They've been, I would say the main reason we've been able to flip our program around. Those are kids that, man, golly, I can't believe they're actually seniors, because I remember when Sid was nicknamed Bambi as a freshman and she's running around falling over the place, and I remember Casey used to step into her shots, knock knee to shoot the ball, and now those girls are seniors. Great young ladies, man. I mean, great young women. Both of them are getting their masters. Both of them have been just what we want our program to be about. Casey didn't have to come back this year, but she did. She battled through adversity, and now she's going to be that example for her child of what you can accomplish no matter what you go through. Sydney Wilson, the same thing. She didn't have to come back, but she did. Getting her masters as well, and Mia Long. Mia Long's mama told me when I took her into the program, said, man, you think you've met your match, but you ain't met this girl yet. And Mia Long has aged me, but the girl has matured so much this year. No doubt she's been our leader this year. We go as she goes. Phenomenal, hard work. She's a kid that they said couldn't shoot free throws. She ups her free throw, outing percentage. Excuse me. She has a chance to lead the nation in steals back-to-back years, and that's a kid that has really grown and has really led us. And really hope we send him out the right.
Welcome back inside Pioneer Arena. Tusculum versus Coker. The Coker Cobras, again, their record will not blow you away as they come into today's game with an overall record of 6 wins and 17 losses, but a Pioneer squad that'll have to slow down Aaron Hauser, one of the most versatile forwards in the league, as Howard comes in averaging 12 points per game, 9.8 rebounds per game, and when she gets going on the inside, and if you don't deny her the basketball, at 6'2" on the low block, there's really not a matchup defensively for the Pioneers that can slow her down. For the Pioneers, the only way to slow her down is to deny her the basketball. For Tusculum on the other side, it'll be Mia Long. Mia Long, who has led this team at times this season, is now the leading scorer on the team, with Sydney Wilson out for the rest of the season. Sid was averaging 14.4 points per game. Mia Long averaging 14 points per game. She's one of the nation's leaders in steals, as she has 89 steals on the year. And with those 14 points per game, she's also averaging 62.9% from the free throw line and just 22% from three-point territory. I say that to say this: she does it with steals and drives. That is how Mia Long does her scoring. It's Tusculum and Coker, your opening tap right after this, as you've been listening to the Pioneer pregame on the Pioneer Sports Network. Good to be back inside Pioneer Arena. And you have to go back to 2019 before Christmas, maybe the month of November, since I was able to be here with you to bring you some Pioneer basketball action. So good to be back on campus, and so good to watch this Pioneer squad that is playing so well under head coach Devin Carter. Again, 19-6 overall, one victory away from a 20-win season. They're 14-5 in the South Atlantic Conference, and in a virtual tie with Carson Newman, but the Pioneers have that tiebreaker thanks to the season sweep against the Eagles. The Pioneers will jump center with Casey Johnson at 6 foot, while Coker will jump center with 6'2" Aaron Hauser. Opening tap is out of bounds, and they'll say it was last touched by the Pioneers, so Coker will have the basketball to start this basketball game. Thanks for joining us, as Coker will move from Mitch to Joyce on your radio dial or right to left. With the basketball at the top is Aaron Hauser. We talked about her versatility. Well, at 6'2", she runs the point the first offensive possession. She misses a jumper from the free throw line. Scramble for the rebound, and coming up with it is Haley Kropp in the corner. So a second chance opportunity for Coker. Driving is Joyner, takes it all the way to the hole and puts it up and in. Sakita Joyner gets the first 2 points of the basketball game, and Coker takes the early 2-0 lead. Pioneers' first offensive possession. Click to Sutton. Backdoor cut. Casey Johnson. Nice look from Sutton to Johnson, and Johnson puts it up and in and ties the game at 2. It was a nice backdoor cut from the senior Casey Johnson. Sutton found her, and the Pioneers tie the game. 9:05 left to play in the opening quarter. Horton with the basketball at the top. Arnline comes out to defend. Left wing feed to Kropp. Spins, drives, picked up by Mia Long, shot nowhere near, and with one arm, Maddie Sutton pulls down the rebound as she fended off the defender with the other arm. Long drives all the way to the bucket, no, but a foul, and Mia Long, who got the outlet pass for Maddie Sutton, drove all the way to the bucket at the other end of the floor and will earn a trip to the free throw line. We just mentioned it on the year. Mia Long, just a 62% free throw shooter, will be at the line shooting a pair and could give her team their first lead of the basketball game if she makes one of these 2 free throws. Knotted up at 2, just a minute 10 into this game. And Mia Long makes good on the first free throw. Mia Long came into the game averaging 14 points per game. And she'll have a second free throw as the lefty eyes and fires and knocks down them both. So Mia Long has her first 2, and the Pioneers lead by 2 with 8:45 left to play in the opening quarter. With the basketball at the free throw line, this is Joyner. Again, if you're just joining us, the Pioneers working from Mitch to Joyce on your radio dial or right to left. Coker right in front of the Pioneer student section. Trapped at the top is Crop. Keeps her dribble. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kick out on the left wing. Horton, jumper from the elbows off the mark. Maddie Sutton pulls down her second rebound of the first quarter. And Mia Long is off and running again. Kick out. Johnson, head fake from 3. Drives, leaves it for Long. She'll fire for 3. That one's off the mark, and Coker clears the rebound with Jayla Horton. Outlet feed to Aaron Hauser. Hauser has her pocket picked from behind by Mia Long, and the Pioneers go back the other way. Long leaves it for Johnson for 3. Back iron, no. Johnson chases down her own long rebound. Inside Sutton, turns, dribbles in. Nice move all the way to the bucket and puts it up and in. Maddie Sutton used the head fake, drove to the paint, used the glass to defend off the defender, and got the reverse layup to go. 6-2, Pioneers lead. Jumper, short. Getting her own rebound is Joyner. Lost it on her way up. It is out of bounds off of the Pioneers. And Coker will inbound underneath her own bucket with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Those are new shot clocks. Or I've not been here in a long time. Into the game for Coker comes Shay Jackson, the 5'10 senior from Orangeburg, South Carolina. She'll have the basketball at the top and set Coker into their half-court offense. Just 10 seconds on the shot clock. And head coach Shannon Johnson is still screaming out instructions. Just 5 seconds on the shot clock. This does not look like a good set. Coker has no idea what's on the shot clock, and the shot clock expires. And the Pioneers will have the basketball on the turnover. Coker inbounded with 10 seconds on the shot clock, and at no point did the Coker offense have any idea how much time was on the shot clock. There was no sense of urgency at any point in time. Mia Long just drove right by her defender and put it off the glass and in with the right hand. 8-2, Pioneers lead. Mia Long now with 4 points. Shay Jackson with the basketball at the top for Coker. Sutton picks her up, jump stop, and a travel. Shay Jackson commits the travel, and the Pioneers will have the basketball back on the turnover. 8-2, the Pioneers with the lead. And the basketball as Mia Long brings it into the front court. Arnwine gets a screen at the top. Sutton was wide open on a backdoor cut. They got her late. She'll do work on the inside all on her own, and Coker wants a timeout. Pioneers found Sutton late. Didn't matter. She did work once she got the ball. Pioneers lead by 8. We head to a break. 6:33 left to play in the opening quarter. It's Tusculum 10, Coker 2. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneers Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin.
Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
My name is Trent Gibson. I play basketball here and I'm a sophomore. I chose Tusculum because of the family atmosphere that's given. As soon as I walked on campus, I was embraced. And also just because of the academics. I feel like I'm pushed every day to be my best.
Burn it. Easy bucket at the other end from Haley Kropp as Coker gets their first 2 points since they led this game 2-0. Coker scored the first 2. Pioneers went on a 10-0 run, and Coker just stopped it with that layup. Three-pointer is no good, off the hands of Kirsten Click. 10-4, Pioneers with the lead. Three-pointer from the corner from Kropp is off the mark, and Maddie Sutton has yet another rebound. Her fourth of this first quarter. Outlet feed, Arnwine left open for 3 from the corner. Got it! Three-point basket, Jayla Arnwine, and the Pioneers lead by 9 at 13-4. 5:48 left to play in the opening quarter. Shay Jackson in backcourt will be picked up at the timeline by Maddie Sutton. Jackson dribbles with the left hand, gets the screen at the top. Sutton goes behind the screen, indoor look. Losing it is Horton. She has to chase it back down. Now dribbles in the lane, got away with 3 steps, didn't matter, missed the shot anyway. And Maddie Sutton, going to nickname her Windex because she has been all over the glass in this first quarter as she gets the rebound. Mia Long lost the handle in the lane, and it's taken away by Haley Kropp. Horton with the basketball into the hands of Shea Jackson. Jackson picked up this time by Casey Johnson at the top. Right wing feed goes to Emily Davis. Back to the top and Kropp. Click comes out to defend. Lob pass inside Joyner. Turns on 2. Kick out Jackson. Deep left corner feed. 3-pointer on its way from Davis. That one's off the mark. Rebound. Scramble forward. It's pulled down by, you can name it, Maddie Sutton again. Mia Long into the front court. Kicks it on the right wing to Casey Johnson. Back to the top and Long. Sutton on the left side. Johnson flashes to the top. Left wing. Click. Head fake. Dribbles in. Threw it away. Looking inside for Maddie Sutton, but out of her reach, and is taken away by Jackson. Pioneers sulked instead of getting back on defense, and they make them pay. And a fresh 5 up off the floor, set to check here to the game for the Pioneers and head coach Devin Carter. The Pioneers turned it over, and instead of getting back on defense, they started sulking and blaming each other. And an and one opportunity at the other end coming in the person of Haley Kropp. That is very uncharacteristic of this Pioneer squad. So Kropp at the line trying to complete the 3-point play as the foul was called on Click, her first, team's first. And Kropp at the line. Free throw, good. Kropp makes good on the 3-point play. Trims the Tusculum lead to 6. 4:15 left to play opening quarter. Marta Rodriguez on the right wing, dribbles to the top of the circle. Here to the corner. This will be Miller. Back to the top, Rodriguez. She'll drive, kicks here to the corner. 3-pointer on its way is good. Maya Belton knocks down the 3 off the assist from Marta Rodriguez, and the Pioneers lead by 9, equaling their largest lead of the game. The other way, Joyner drives the lane. Shot, no. Rebound pulled down by Jazz Williams. Finally, a rebound from somebody not named Maddie Sutton. Sutton couldn't get it. She's on the bench right now. With the basketball at the top, this is Dixon. Hands it off Miller. Back to Dixon. She'll fire for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound through the hands of Miller. Into the hands of Dixon. Back outside Miller. She'll fire for 3. Should have been a foul after the shot. Pioneers didn't get the call, and Coker comes away with the rebound. You see that called often on a hard box out after a 3, but the Pioneers didn't get it that time, but they get the steal from Marta Rodriguez as Rodriguez tips it away into the hands of Jazz Williams. Pioneers with a fresh 5 bring a little bit of a spark here as the Pioneers with their chance to take their first double-digit lead of the game. And they've got it on a 3-pointer from Brianna Dixon. Dixon knocks down the 3, and the Pioneers lead by 12. Long pass into the front court. Safer land to the hands of Davis. Shot no, but a hard foul underneath from Jazz Williams. And Davis will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair. The foul on Jazz Williams will be her first. It's the team's second. And to the free throw line to shoot a pair for Coker will be Emily Davis, the 5'11 sophomore from Parma, Ohio, Wake Technical Community College. And the first free throw is up and in. Davis on the year, just a 66.7% free throw shooter. Makes good on both free throws and trims the Tusculum lead to 10. As into the game returns Jayla Horton, as out goes Haley Kropp. Marta Rodriguez into the front court for the Pioneers. Rodriguez picked up by Davis, dribbles to the top of the circle, kicks it to Dixon. On the right wing, Williams at the top. Left wing Miller gets a screen from Williams. Belton to Dixon, bumped on the baseline, and a foul going to be called underneath. The foul on Aaron Hauser That'll be her first, team second, and the Pioneers will inbound on the baseline with Marta Rodriguez. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 2:28 left to play in the opening quarter. Pioneers lead by 10. Rodriguez to the top in Belton. Left wing feed Miller. She'll fire for three. This one's off the mark, and Jackson with the running rebound. Nice outlet feed to Joyner, who takes it to the other end and puts it up and in, but Joyner's slow to get up. Jackson got that rebound on the sprint and then fed Joyner at the other end. Scores from elsewhere in the South Atlantic Conference. Carson Newman all over Queens in the first quarter of that basketball game, 22-10. Inside feed, Belton, count it and one. Belton gets the hoop and the harm and will be at the free throw line trying to complete the three-point play. And there's the foul called on Sakita Joyner. That'll be her second. It's the team's third. And Belton to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Belton with 5 points in this basketball game. Trying to push it back to an 11-point lead for the Pioneers, saying she does with the free throw. Belton makes it on the free throw, completes the three-point play. As Belton comes into the game averaging 3.8 points per game. She's got 6 already in this one. As Coker throws the basketball away up and over the media table and out of bounds. And it'll be Pioneer basketball on the Coker turnover. Rodriguez gets the inbound in backcourt. 1:45 left to play in the opening quarter. Pioneers by 11. Rodriguez splits two defenders. Scoop shot was off the mark, and the rebound's pulled down by Coker. As Horton sets it up on the right wing as Marta Rodriguez comes out to defend. Screen set at the top by Hauser. Picks up her dribble at the top. Left wing to Horton. Threw it away as Jazz Williams comes up with a steal for the Pioneers. Back-to-back turnovers by Coker. Rodriguez dribbling on the left wing. Top of the circle, Belton. They gave her a very small window of daylight. She fired the three and it was off the mark. Started to say slimmer and then had no idea where I was going with that. Inside feed, Joyner, turn, shoot, shot, no, rebound. Hauser puts it up and in. And that is what is so dangerous about Erin Hauser. She's so athletic on the inside. If you don't put a body on her, she can own you in the paint. Rebound put back from Hauser. She gets her first 2 points of the basketball game and trims the Tusculum lead to 9. Steal from behind by Davis, but it's stolen right back by Belton. Belton, Jazz Williams, and she throws it away. So the Pioneers with back-to-back turnovers, giving it back over to Coker, as Coker will inbound in backcourt, trailing by 9 with 35.3 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. Jayla Horton with the basketball. 5-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Horton on the right wing. Flashing at the top was Hauser. Horton is trapped. Inside for Jackson. Tipped away by Jazz Williams and taken away by Aaliyah Miller. Miller dribbled it off of her own knee and right back into the hands of Hauser. So Coker gets the basketball back. Shot clock turned off. 5 seconds left to go in the quarter. Shea Jackson with 3. Jackson with 2. Long 3 on its way is no good, and the first quarter comes to an end. We played one with your score. Tusculum 22, Coker 13. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Head coach Devin Carter got 9 points from his bench in that first quarter, and the Pioneers start the second quarter with a 9-point lead as the starting five back on the floor for the Pioneers. Click, Johnson, entry pass Sutton, head fake, and a travel. Maddie Sutton on a double team in the lane, went with the head fake, but got a little bit too fancy and evidently drugged the pivot foot and gets whistled for the travel. So the Pioneers, with their first offensive possession, turn the basketball over to start this second quarter. Davis with it on the right wing. Lob pass inside. Hauser turns on two defenders. And the two Pioneer defenders both stand at 5'6". Hauser at 6'2" on the block. That's a mismatch any way you slice it, and Hauser gets the bucket. She's got 4, and the Pioneers lead by 7. Casey Johnson puts it on the floor with the right hand. Entry pass for Sutton, and a kicking violation going to be called on Janelle Horton of Coker, and the Pioneers will inbound on the baseline with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Mia Long to get it in for Tusculum. Lob pass into Sutton at the top. Entry pass Johnson, turn, shoot, shot no. She was off balance, and the rebound's pulled down by Shea Jackson. Outlet feed to Crop through the lane, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Click, and that will send Jackson to the free throw line to shoot a pair. And Click slow to get up as the athletic training staff will come down. Click fell hard either on her tailbone or hip, is slow to get up, and we will step away. Your score: 9:08 left to go in the second quarter. Tusculum 22, Coker 15. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network. Kirsten Click slow to get up, being helped off the floor, and the foul called on Click, her second. It's the team's first of this second quarter, and at the line shooting a pair. I had said it was Haley Jackson. It's actually Haley Crop at the line shooting 2. She makes 1 of 2, and the Pioneers come away with the rebound after the missed free throw on the second. Pioneers by 6. Miller in the lane. Scoop shot, no. Rebound pulled down by Shea Jackson. Outlet feed ahead to Hauser. Shot blocked away from behind by Maddie Sutton, and a big old grin on the face of Sutton as Coker will inbound underneath her own bucket. But a great backside defensive play by Maddie Sutton as she swats that one out of bounds and keeps Aaron Hauser from getting the easy layup. Jackson to turn it in, gets it into Crop in the deep right corner. Crop, step back 3 on its way, back iron no. Rebound pulled down by Arnline into the hands of Mia Long. Long into the front court, all the way through the lane to the hole, shot no, but a foul, and Mia Long will be to the free throw line to shoot a pair. The foul called on Janelle Horton. That'll be her first. It's the team's first, and Mia Long at the line to shoot 2. Long in the game with 4 points, makes the first free throw, and we'll have a second. Long, who only shoots 66% from the free throw line, has made all 3 in this game, and I jinxed her. She misses the 4th. 23-16, Pioneers with the lead. Coker with the basketball. Jackson dribbles out of a double team, gets there to the deep left corner, and Joyner, who dribbles to the left corner. Entry pass Hauser, back outside Joyner. She'll fire the three and knock it down. Joyner saw an opening as Maddie Sutton left as the defender, and Joyner knocks down the three. Casey Johnson, extra pass to Mia Long, hands it off to Jayla Arnwine. Arnwine drives, leaves it for Sutton, who puts it up and in. Great ball movement by the Pioneers. That trip down the floor as Maddie Sutton gets the layup. But that basketball didn't touch the floor more than 3 times. That trip down the floor. Beautiful ball movement by the Pioneer offense. 25-19 the score. As Sutton now with 8 points. Check that, 6 points and 5 rebounds so far in this game. Entry pass down low, shot, rolls off, no. Rebound is saved by Maddie Sutton into the hands of Casey Johnson. Hands it off to Mia Long, and she's off to the races. Long through the lane, all the way to the hole. Shut off the glass is good. Mia Long runs the length of the floor and gets the layup, and the Pioneers lead by 8. Shot from Joyner's no good, and Maddie Sutton has her 7th rebound of the basketball game. Sutton with a face full of Joyner, dribbles away from her and now gets into the hands of Mia Long. Pioneers only had 1 second to spare as they dribbled it into the front court. Long didn't know it, but she took it across the timeline just in time. Miller for 3, back iron, no. Rebound pulled down by Davis of Coker. 6:45 left to play second quarter. Pioneers by 8. Long has 7, Sutton has 6, leading the way for Tusculum. And a reach-in foul going to be called on the Pioneers, going against Aaliyah Miller. That'll be her first, team second. And the Cobras will inbound side front court as Haley Kropp goes over to trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it into Shea Jackson to the deep right corner. Lob past the top and Davis. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kropp in the corner, puts it on the floor on Miller. Crossover dribble, lost the handle and out of bounds. And back over to the Pioneers. Haley Kropp went with a crossover dribble, trying to get away from the defender, but lost the handle and lost it out of bounds, and the Pioneers will have the basketball back. Long into the front court with their team leading by 8. Arnwine flashes off a screen, gets it left wing to the top, and Maddie Sutton. Entry pass Casey Johnson. Goes to work on Hauser. Shot no. Saved by Mia Long. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Long had it tipped away. Scramble forward on the floor. Still scrambling. Basketball is saved by Maddie Sutton. Underneath Miller. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Miller will fire for 3 from the corner and knock it down. Wow. A mass scramble for the basketball. Coker never got possession of it, so the shot clock never reset because possession never changed. And Miller knocks down the 3 from the corner as the shot clock expired. And the Pioneers lead by 11. That was not an offensive play, but it worked. Davis on the backdoor cut. Kropp feeds her, and she puts it up and in. Pioneers by 9. As Coker gets the Davis layup. Mia Long trying to hand it off to Jayla Arnwine. It was tipped away by Davis, but they'll say last touch by Arnwine. That's interesting. Davis tipped it out of bounds, but they're going to say it was off of Arnwine. And Coker will have possession of the basketball. 30-21 the score. 5:22 left to play second quarter. I'm not sure Arnwine ever touched that basketball. Doesn't matter. Coker just throws one right into the hands of Mia Long. And the Pioneers give it right back. Neither team wants the basketball the last 3 trips down the floor. Just gift wrapping turnovers to the other team. Both Coker and Tusculum. Lob pass inside Joyner. Turn, shoot, shot, no. Hauser, rebound, put back, counted 1. Foul called on the Pioneers on Jayla Arnwine, and that'll take us to our first media timeout. We head to a break. 4:52 left to play second quarter. It's Tusculum 30, Coker 23. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Nicole McMillan, and I played soccer here, and I currently run cross country and track and field. And why I chose Tusculum is definitely because of the coaching staff, but also the faculty in general. Everyone just makes you feel like a family. You walk around campus, you see familiar faces, and it's like a home away from home.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsoncitytoyota.com.
Coker will be at the free throw line coming out of the media timeout, as Aaron Hauser will be there trying to complete the three-point play. As Coker has not really run any set plays to get Hauser the basketball, but she still does her damage anyway, and she does it quietly. Aaron Hauser will just go about her business and does nothing spectacular, and at the end of the game you'll look up and she'll have 18 to 20 points. She's 3 of 5 from the floor in this game and now has 7 points. 30 to 24 the score. Pioneers with the basketball and the lead. Maddie Sutton drives, picked up on a double team. Miller in the corner, back to Long at the top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lob pass inside Sutton. Spins underneath, shot off the glass with the left hand is no good, and the rebound's out of bounds off of Tusculum and back over to Coker. In a game that feels like the Pioneers have dominated, they only lead by 6. Coker keeps hanging around here in this first half. Coker with the basketball and Horton at the top of the circle. She'll back it out, reset the offense, hand it off to Coley, who just checked into the game. Coley, a 5'9" sophomore out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Aaron Hauser on the left wing, picked up by Maddie Sutton. Sutton hedges on the right side, trying to make her go left. Entry pass is tipped out from behind. It went off the knee of Horton, but the official was behind Horton, didn't see it. It could not have been more apparent than it went off of Horton's knee, but the official didn't see it, and Coker will keep possession with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Entry pass, Davis. Shot, no. And a foul going to be called on the rebound on the Pioneers, as Jayla Arnwine guilty of the push from behind on the rebound. So Coker will get another offensive opportunity. 20 seconds on the shot clock. It's the 4th team foul called on Tusculum of this second quarter. Pioneers lead by 6. Coker with the basketball. Aaron Hauser, lob pass inside. Horton turns on 3 and puts it off the glass and in. Hauser to Horton. Horton gets the bucket. And the lead is now only 4 for the Pioneers. They have led by as many as 12. Arnwine for 3. Good. Jayla Arnwine knocks down the 3, pushes the Tusculum lead back to 7 with 3:28 left to play in the second quarter. A chair goes flying backwards in the area of a very frustrated Shannon Johnson at the other end, the head coach of the Coker Cobras. With the basketball, Joyner. Should have been a jump ball as she went up and came down with it and kept possession of it. Coker keeps possession of it, and then a foul called underneath on the Pioneers. How was that not a jump ball? She was tied up on her way up, came back down with the basketball, and what should have been a jump ball, Coker gets points out of it. That play made absolutely no sense. Hauser at the line once again, shooting 2. Brianna Dixon in. Aaliyah Miller comes out. And now Aaron Hauser at the line, shooting a pair. The foul on Casey Johnson, her first. It's the team's 5th. And Hauser no good on the first. Hauser will have a second. 7 first half points for Aaron Hauser. Haley Kropp also has 7, leading the way for Coker. Second free throw is up and in. Shay Jackson checks in. As out goes Sakita Joyner for the Coker Cobras. Pioneers with the basketball. Leading by 6 as Mia Long brings her to the front court. Long, Sutton, left wing to Dixon. Johnson, right wing Arnwine, right back inside to Johnson, to Mia Long. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer on its way for Mia Long, no. Rebound put back up, no, from Dixon. And Shay Jackson comes away with a rebound for the Coker Cobras. Outlet feed to Kropp. Kropp will back it out and went on the offensive set. Now a step back three is no good. And another rebound pulled down by Maddie Sutton. Her 8th of this game. All on the defensive end. Maddie Sutton hands it off to Dixon, to the top, and Johnson, left wing Arnwine. Three-pointer on its way, rolls off, no. Rebound tipped, and Coker comes away with the rebound with Aaron Hauser. 33-27 the score, 2:10 left to play in the second quarter. Jackson sets up the offense at the top with 2 minutes exactly left to play in this second quarter. Jackson gets a screen at the top. Now will drive all the way to the hoop. Shot, no. Rebound pulled down by Casey Johnson. Mia Long ahead to Arnwine all the way to the hoop. Shot, no. And the rebound pulled down by Coker and Haley Kropp. Hauser spun right into Jayla Arnwine. Arnwine kicked it away and out of bounds. And Coker will inbound with 26 seconds on the shot clock. Haley Kropp ensure the inbounds pass for the Coker Cobras. Kropp smacks the basketball, yet to get it in. So dangerously to a 5-second call, but she gets it in. Now gets it back and sets it up at the top. 1:35 left to play second quarter, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Coley looking inside, tipped out of bounds off of Tusculum, and Coker will inbound again with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Pioneers by 6, 1:30 left to play second quarter. Kropp to trigger the inbounds pass for the Cobras. Gets it into Shay Jackson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mia Long comes out to defend. Jackson with 5 seconds. Gets a screen into the deep left corner. Three-pointer from Coley. Count it and one. The three-pointer is good. And Ryan Coley will be at the line trying to complete a 4-point play. As the foul called on Casey Johnson, her second personal foul. Team 6th of the quarter. And Coley at the line can pull her team within 2 in a game in which the Pioneers have led by as many as 12. Free throw is good. An extremely rare 4-point play is converted by Araya Coley. Pioneers by 2 with the basketball. Mia Long, stutter step. And the foul going to be called on the floor. It'll just be the second team foul called on Coker of the quarter. As the foul called on Ivana Baker, that'll be her first, team second. And Mia Long will trigger the inbounds pass underneath her own bucket. Long lobs it to the top and Maddie Sutton. Casey Johnson on the right wing to Jayla Arnwine. Arnwine dribbles in, now dribbles back out on the right wing. Maddie Sutton looking inside for Johnson. Sutton now goes to Johnson at the free throw line. Outside to Dixon. She will drive, and a charging foul going to be called on Dixon. And so after being down by 12 in this first half, Coker with the basketball with a chance to tie or take the lead this trip down the floor with 54.1 seconds left to play. Maddie Sutton tips the inbounds pass out of bounds as the Pioneers show full court pressure on the inbound and backcourt. Janelle Horton to get it in for Coker. And to Aaron Hauser in backcourt. Back to Joyner. Picked up by Jayla Arnwine. Crossover dribble, brings it across the timeline. Picked up on a double team trap. And then the ball was loose and Shannon Johnson is awarded a timeout. And head coach Devin Carter cannot believe it. as the ball was loose, but the timeout is awarded to Shannon Johnson, and a huge break as a 30-second timeout awarded to Shannon Johnson, as we'll keep it here. 43.5 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Tusculum leads 33-31. Coker with the basketball in a game that Coker has trailed by as many as 12. The Pioneers, 7 points from Mia Long and 6 points apiece from Maddie Sutton and Jayla Arnwine. Sutton also with 8 first half rebounds, as Coker has 8 points from Aaron Hauser and 7 points from Haley Kropp. Well, sometimes you have to take advantage of your breaks. Shea Jackson with the basketball in the corner. Entry pass, Hauser turns on Sutton. Shot, no. Rebound pulled down by Johnson, and then a reach-in foul is going to be called at the other end as they call the foul on Haley Kropp. That'll be her first. It's just the team's third. And the Pioneers will inbound in backcourt with 36 seconds left to play in the first half, so a 6-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Pioneers will more than likely milk as much of this clock as possible. Mia Long working on Ivana Baker. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Casey Johnson back to Mia Long. Long to the top, and Jayla Arnwine. Arnwine drives, leaves it for Dixon. Three-pointer from the corner is good. Three-point basket from Brianna Dixon, and that is exactly how head coach Devin Carter drew that one up. Kropp at the timeline will fire. It's no good, and the first half comes to an end. We've reached halftime with your score. Tusculum 36, Coker 31. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin.
Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
My name is Trent Gibson. I play basketball here and I'm a sophomore. I chose Tusculum because of the family atmosphere that's given. As soon as I walked on campus, I was embraced. And also just because of the academics. I feel like I'm pushed every day to be my best.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsоncitytoyota.com.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can. And then they push harder, because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division 2. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division 2, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for. Because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division 2, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
let's get you to that wedding.
A curveball is that much more satisfying.
I got the flowers!
When you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Hi, my name is Nicole McMillan, and I played soccer here, and I currently run cross country and track and field. And why I chose Tusculum is definitely because of the coaching staff, but also the faculty in general. Everyone just makes you feel like a family. You walk around campus, you see familiar faces, and it's like a home away from home.
It'll be Coker basketball to start our second half. Pioneers lead 36-31 over the Coker Cobras as the inbound goes into backcourt to Shea Jackson, picked up by Mia Long. Now the right wing, Hauser back inside Jackson. Shot blocked partially by Mia Long, but right back into the hands of Shea Jackson, who puts it up and in. So, much like the first quarter, Coker gets the first 2 points to start this second half and trim the Tusculum lead to 3, 36-33. Last time the Coker Cobras scored the first 2 points, the Pioneers responded with a 10-0 run. Long entry pass. Maddie Sutton got away with a travel, spins, goes up and under, and puts it off the glass and in. Well, Maddie Sutton, the beneficiary of an extra step allowed, but she'll take it. She'll take the 2 points, and the Pioneers lead by 5, 38-33. Well, Jackson gets away with the travel as well at the timeline. Pass is tipped away by Jayla Arnwine into the hands of Joyner. Shot blocked by the Pioneers' Casey Johnson, and Tusculum comes away with the basketball. Arnwine, wide open three-pointer on its way, is good. Jayla Arnwine was not that wide open in warm-ups. She knocks down the 3, and the Pioneers lead by 8. 41-33 the score, 8:47 left to play third quarter. Shea Jackson with the basketball at the top of the circle for Coker. Right wing goes to Kropp. Spins on Arnwine, crossover dribble, then threw it off the foot of Jayla Arnwine. Just because she throws it off of her foot, that's not a kicking violation. If Jayla Arnwine is in her stance and they throw the basketball off of your foot, that's not a kicking violation. It was called that way, however. Mia Long comes up with a steal for the Pioneers. Dixon, Arnwine, drives, gives it to Sutton, kick out Johnson. Johnson back to the top, and Mia Long puts the ball on the floor, splits 2, layup off the glass is good. Mia Long with the driving bucket, and the Pioneers, what did I say? They may be on their way to that 10-0 run. 43-33 now the score as the Pioneers lead by 10, and the run is stopped. As driving to the hole and landing up and in is Janelle Horton. Outlet feed, Sutton, shot short. Sutton short-armed the layup, and Shea Jackson comes away with the rebound for Coker. Pioneers beat Coker back, but Sutton could not convert the layup. 43-35 the score. Lob pass inside, tipped away by Jayla Arnwine into the hands of Casey Johnson. Outlet feed Mia Long, ahead to Sutton. This time Sutton wakes, head fake, count it and one. Maddie Sutton with the hoop and the harm. She'll be at the line trying to complete the three-point play. The foul called on Horton, her second, team first. And into the game comes Davis for Coker, as out goes Sakita Joyner. And at the line, Maddie Sutton, who now has 10 points and 9 rebounds, is 1 rebound away from a double-double already in this game. Will shoot the free throw, trying to complete the three-point play. Shot short, no. Rebound, scrambled for on the floor and picked up by Coker's Janelle Horton. Gets it away to Jackson. Pioneers by 10. Free throw line jumper is good from Horton. Horton knocks down the jumper. Pioneers lead by 8. Mia Long to Jayla Arnwine. Back to Long, looking inside for Sutton. Instead of the top and Johnson, right wing to Dixon. Back to the top and Sutton. Entry pass down low to Johnson. Spins on Jackson. Shot no. Rebound pulled down by Horton of Coker. Jackson goes between the legs at the timeline, working on Mia Long. Jackson, nice move, splits 2, shot short, no, got her own rebound, but lost it out of bounds, and it'll be off of, they'll say it was off of Tusculum, but Tusculum swiped at it, but never touched it. Well, they'll say it's off of Tusculum, and Coker inbounds underneath. The entry pass goes to Kropp, jumper from in front is good. 45-39. Pioneers led by 10. It's now cut to 6. Long drives, kicks it. Johnson, Arnwine to the deep right corner, drives baseline, leaves it for Long, back outside Sutton. Head fake, drive, pull up. Mia Long for 3 from the corner, rolls off, no. Rebound pulled down by Horton, and Coker comes the other way. 6:20 to play in the quarter, 45-39 the score. Maddie Sutton with the steal for the Pioneers. Ahead to Mia Long. Long Slows, waits on her teammates. Entry pass Sutton. Nobody was anywhere in the area of Maddie Sutton. I dare say that layup was more wide open than Jayla Arnwine's three moments ago. Coker got lost on defense. Davis for three, got it. Davis knocks down the three, 47-42 now the score. Maddie Sutton now with 12 points to go along with her 9 rebounds. Mia Long brings her into the front court for the Pioneers. Long to Sutton, right wing to Dixon. Gets a screen, now dribbles on the right wing. Casey Johnson flashes the top. Jayla Arnwine fires for three. That one's off the mark. Rebound pulled down in the corner by Haley Kropp. Outlet feed to Davis. Davis will drive through the lane. Scoop shot off the glass is too strong. Rebound pulled down by Casey Johnson of Tusculum. Johnson hands it off to Mia Long. Long, Casey Johnson at the top. Hands it off to Jayla Arnwine on the right wing. Dribbles to the free throw line. Left wing to Dixon. Back to Arnwine. Entry pass Sutton. Turns on Hauser. Bumped in the paint. Shot no. Wanted the call. Turns, looks at the official and suggests to him that she may have wanted the call. And Hauser dribbles to the other end. Lost it out of bounds off of Hauser and back to Tusculum. But first, a media timeout. We take a break. 4:52 left to play in the third. It's Tusculum 47, Coker 42. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin.
Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Pioneer basketball coming out of the media timeout, 47-42 the score. Off of the Aaron Hauser turnover. The turnover, the 14th of the game on Coker. The Pioneers have turned it over 9 times in the game. Pioneers have 18 points off of those turnovers. Line change in the game for the Pioneers as Dixon, the only player that stayed on the floor during that timeout. Dixon drives, left-handed layup, no. Rebound pulled down by Aaron Hauser of Coker. Coker with the basketball. Marta Rodriguez strips it away from Horton. She picks it up in backcourt, and that's a terrible call. Rodriguez stripped it away, so Horton should have been able to pick it up in backcourt, I thought, but they call the over and back on Coker, so Tusculum will have the basketball on what is the 15th turnover of the game. The more I try to understand South Atlantic Conference officiating, the less I understand South Atlantic Conference officiating. So I try. Belton in the lane. Shot, no. Rebound and a charging foul going to be called on Belton as she ran over the defender after the shot. So the foul on Belton is going to be her first. It's the Pioneers first, and Coker down by 5 with the basketball. She brings it into the front court. Kropp to the top, and Davis. Left wing feed to Horton. This is Jayla Horton. Underneath the Kropp. Dribbles to in front. Shot blocked away by Jazz Williams. And if this foul's on Jazz Williams, that's just terrible. It is not on Jazz Williams. It's from behind on Dixon. That I can agree with. The block from Williams was clean, but the foul is called on Dixon as she was trailing the play. That'll be her first. It's the team second. And at the free throw line, shooting a pair for Coker is Haley Kropp, and the first free throw is off the mark, no good. Coker, who in this game is shooting 40% to the Pioneers' 45%. 47-43 now the score after one made free throw from Haley Kropp. Rodriguez to the top, and Miller. Miller drives on Haley Kropp, now to the top, and Jazz Williams, right wing to Marta Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a crossover dribble. She'll drive all the way to the hole, put it up too strong. Rebound, battle for underneath, and a jump ball to call. And I believe it will be Tusculum basketball on the alternate arrow, and it is. Yeah, the basketball hit the rim on the layup attempt. The basketball rolled off the rim. So the Pioneers do not get the shot clock. Scramble for the basketball, doesn't matter now as Miller steps out of bounds. And Coker will have the basketball back. So after all that, Pioneers lose possession of the basketball on the turnover. And Coker will have it in backcourt. Aaron Hauser, double team trap comes from Rodriguez and Miller. Pass underneath, tipped out of bounds from behind by Dixon. And Coker will inbound the basketball on the baseline. Horton to trigger it in for the Coker Cobras with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it into Haley Kropp. Shot, no, but a foul. As Kropp took on three and will be bailed out with the foul being whistled against Marta Rodriguez. That'll be her first. It's the team's third. And at the line will be Haley Kropp. First free throw is up and in. 47-44 the score, as Kropp will have a second and can cut it to two, and she does. Fresh five into the game for the Pioneers. As back into the game comes Mia Long, Casey Johnson, Kirsten Click, Maddie Sutton, and Jayla Arnwine. 47-45 the score with 2:56 left to play in the third quarter. Mia Long with the basketball, gets a screen from Maddie Sutton. Long will drive, shot, no, but a foul. And that, the foul called on Jayla Horton. That'll be her first. It's the team's second. And Mia Long at the line shooting a pair. Long, who in the game has 9 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Cannot connect on the front end of the two-shot foul. Mia Long, second free throw is no good. Missed them both. Rebound pulled down by Aaron Hauser of Coker. 47-45 the score. With the basketball and dribbling at the top is Jayla Horton. Horton all the way through the lane, gets away with a travel and puts it up and in. Ties the game at 47. It's our first tie since it was knotted up at 2. Maddie Sutton, kick out. Jayla Arnwine, three-pointer on its way is good. Jayla Arnwine breaks the tie with the three-pointer made. 50-47, and then a whistle in backcourt. Going to be called on Kirsten Click. That'll be her third. It's the team's fourth. And Aaron Hauser will try to get it in once again against the full court pressure from Tusculum. Hauser gets it in. Right back to Hauser. Long pass to Horton at the other end. Dribbles in. Pull-up jumper. Nowhere near. Rebound tipped and pulled down by Casey Johnson. Johnson to Mia Long. Ahead to Click. Three-pointer on its way. Short, no. Rebound tipped. And Haley Kropp comes away with the rebound for Coker. Outlet feed Davis. Davis to the hole. Shot no, but a foul. And Davis will be to the free throw line to shoot a pair. The foul on Casey Johnson will be her third. So now Casey Johnson and Kirsten Click with 3 fouls apiece. And Davis will be at the line to shoot 2 with her team trailing by 3, 50-47. with 1:57 left to play in the third. Davis' free throw is in, out, no good. Davis toes the free throw stripe. Free throw on its way. Good. Davis makes good on 1 of 2. Maya Belton into the game for Tusculum as out comes Casey Johnson as Johnson picked up her 3rd personal. So I would assume she will sit the remaining 1:57 left in this third. 50-48. Pioneers with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Mia Long drives the lane all the way to the hole, lays it off the glass with a right hand. Coker was setting up in their defense. They were denying the pass, and Mia Long saw a wide open lane to drive, and she said, gee, thinks I'll take it. Haley Kropp with the basketball on the right wing. Drives on Sutton. Kicks it to the top of the circle. And Horton. Inside pass, Aaron Hauser. And Hauser, you get it that deep, you might as well just give her 2 points. 52-50 the score. Long, kick out Sutton. Ball fake, drives. Picks up her dribble, now scoops it up off the glass. No. Rebound pulled down by Belton. Belton falls hard to the floor. Sutton and Belton both down. Outlet feed Davis. Wide open layup, put up and in. Hauser, Sutton, and Belton all collided. All 3 slow to get up. And Belton, the worst of the 3. So after the Davis layup, a stoppage in play. And we will step away. 1:06 left to play in the third. We are tied. Tusculum 52, Coker 52. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network. So Maya Belton slow to get up as she comes off the floor. Dixon checks into the game for Belton, as Belton not putting any weight on that right leg, as it was Sutton, Belton, and Hauser all colliding underneath the bucket going for the rebound. And as the 2 Pioneer defenders were on the floor at the other end, Davis was the beneficiary of it as she got a wide open layup at the other end. And in doing so, she ties the game at 52. So we are tied at 52 with 1 minute exactly left to play in this third quarter. Pioneers with the basketball, and Mia Long. To Dixon, to Mia Long, left wing to Maddie Sutton. Dixon flashes to the top and gets it there. Click left open for 3. Short, no. Rebound tipped, and a foul going to be called on the floor on the rebound going on Aaron Hauser. Aaron Hauser says, no, I didn't. It'll be her 2nd personal. It's the team's 3rd. And the Pioneers will inbound underneath the bucket with 48.5 left to play in the third quarter, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Long gets it in the corner to Dixon. Entry pass Sutton. Spins on 2. Shot off the glass, no. Rebound pulled down by Aaron Hauser. That was a tough shot. Outlet feed to Jayla Horton. Horton through the lane to the hole. Shot short, no. Rebound pulled down by Kirsten Click of Tusculum. Outlet feed to Mia Long. Long into the front court. Long through the lane to the hole. Shot off the glass. No, but a foul. And Mia Long will be to the line to shoot a pair. The foul called on Emily Davis. That'll be her first. It's the team's 4th. And Mia Long at the line to shoot a pair. Mia Long, who in the game is 3 for 6 from the free throw line. 11 points and 3 steals. Long free throw breaks the tie with the first one. It's 53-52. She can push the Tusculum advantage back to 2 with the second free throw upcoming with 26.1 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Mia Long, free throw, good. Mia makes good on both. Pioneers lead by 2, 54-52, 25 seconds left to play. Kirsten Kluck knocked to the floor in backcourt. On her way down, looks at the official and says, oh, come on. With the basketball at the top of the circle is Haley Kropp. Kropp is waiting as Coker looks like they want to take the last shot of this third quarter. Kropp lost the handle, picks up her dribble, into Hauser, picked and taken away by Maddie Sutton. Sutton with 2 will fire, shot no, and the third quarter comes to an end. We played 3 with your score. Tusculum 54, Coker 52. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
It'll be Coker basketball to start this fourth quarter, down by only 2 as the Cobras look to get it in to Shea Jackson. Can't get it there, and Aaron Hauser will flash for the timeline and get the inbounds pass as Coker sets it up in the half court. With it on the right wing is Jayla Horton. Looking inside instead of skip pass to Davis on the far left wing. Entry pass Jackson, Hauser at the top. Extra pass Horton, she'll fire for 3. In, out, no. Maddie Sutton with the rebound, and in doing so, Maddie has a double-double as she gets her 10th rebound of the game. Mia Long dribbles to the free throw line, hands it off to Casey Johnson. Now back to Mia Long on the right wing. Long dribbles in the lane, kicks it to the deep left corner in Dixon to Jayla Arnwine left wing to Sutton, back to Arnwine, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Entry pass Sutton, lost it, got it back, and she never stepped out of bounds. Wow, Maddie Sutton saved it from going out of bounds, and then after Maddie Sutton had already established herself back in bounds, a whistle to say that she stepped out of bounds. Nobody in the arena saw Maddie Sutton step out of bounds except for the person that counted. And, you know, if you count, you get a whistle, and when you blow it, you get to, you know, point in a direction that might not be the Pioneers' direction, and, well, that's what happened. Coker basketball. 9:08 left to play in the game. Double team trap at the timeline. Nice dish underneath as Joyner gets the basketball from Kropp. Kropp was trapped. She stepped through the double team, found a wide open Joyner who puts it up and in and ties the game at 54. Mia Long, Arnwine to Sutton at the top. Back to Arnwine. Thought about the 3. Head fake. Now will drive. Off balance shot. No. But she'll earn a trip to the free throw line. As the foul called on Aaron Hauser. That'll be her 3rd personal. First team foul called on Coker in this fourth quarter. And Jayla Arnwine to the free throw line, where on the year she's only a 60% free throw shooter. Arnwine, free throw is good. Pioneers reclaim the lead, 55-54. Arnwine will have a second free throw. Free throw from Arnwine is no good. Arnwine makes good on 1 of 2, and the Pioneers lead by 1. Coker can take the lead this trip down the floor. Arnwine has 13, leading the way for Tusculum along with Mia Long with her 13. Kropp on the right wing, looking inside for Jackson. Now flashing through is Davis to the hole. Shot, no. Rebound, Hauser, no, but a foul. And Hauser will be to the free throw line to shoot two. There's the foul called on Tusculum on Maddie Sutton. That'll be her first, the team's first. And Aaron Hauser at the line shooting a pair. 8:23 left to play in the fourth. Hauser, free throw is good. .55-55. We're all knotted up. Aaron Hauser, second free throw is good. Hauser's good on both. And Coker leads by one, 56-55 with 8:20 left to play in the fourth. Aaron Hauser now with 12 points in the game. Long to Johnson. Entry pass, Maddie Sutton. Turn, shoot, shot, no. Rebound pulled down by Jackson. Now with feet to Davis. Picked up by Dixon on the right wing. 8 minutes to play. Coker with the basketball and a 1-point lead. Coker slowing down their offense this trip down the floor. Trying to limit the Pioneer offensive possessions. Trying to shorten the game here late. Kropp picks up the dribble, lobs it back to the top, and Jackson, she'll have to fire for three with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by the Pioneers and Dixon. Dixon puts it on the floor with the left hand. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line is good. Dixon knocks down the jumper from the free throw line. The Pioneers reclaim the lead, 57-56. 7:20 left to play in the game. Haley Kropp with the basketball, picked up by Maddie Sutton at the timeline. Double team trap came, but came late. And Hauser has it at the top of the circle now. 15 seconds to shoot. Hauser to Kropp right wing. Dixon comes out at the fin, gets a screen from Jackson. She will drive, shot, blocked, and a charging foul going to be called on Haley Kropp as she runs over Maddie Sutton. Well, Pioneers get the call, and the Pioneers will have the basketball back with 7:03 left to play in this basketball game. 57-56 the score. The Pioneers with the ball in the hands of Mia Long at the top. Left wing feed goes to Dixon. Puts it on the floor. Drives to the baseline. Kicks it back to the left wing and Arnwine. Had it tipped away. Now to the top and Sutton. Right wing feed to Mia Long. Long looks to drive. Dribbles to in front. Stutter step. Off the glass. Rolls in. Good. Mia Long jumping up and down underneath the goal. Using the body English to get that roll to go in. And the Pioneers lead by 3. Hauser to Kropp at the top. Into the corner and Horton. Jayla Horton dribbles to the right wing. Dixon comes out to the fin, hedging her on that left side, trying to make her go to the right. Now to the top of the circle and Sakita Joyner. Entry pass, Hauser. Shot, rolls, no. Rebound tip, battle for it. Sutton comes up with it and somehow stretches out far enough to keep from dragging her pivot foot. Mia Long through the lane and a whistle and a foul. And I think that one was on the floor. As the foul going to be called on Sakita Joyner. That'll be her third. It's the team's second. And the Pioneers are going to be inbounding on the baseline. Into the game comes Janelle Horton. As out of the game goes Sakita Joyner. As Mia Long will trigger the inbounds pass for the Pioneers. Long to get it in. Into the deep left corner and Dixon. Back to Long. Davis comes out to defend. Long drives baseline. Shot. Blocked. Got it back. And now we'll bring it back out. Drives again. Shot. No. Got her own rebound again. The shortest player on the floor has 2 offensive rebounds this trip down the floor. Long. Kick out. Dixon. Three-pointer on its way. Back iron. No. Rebound pulled down by Casey Johnson. 4th opportunity this trip down the floor for the Pioneers. It didn't hit the shot clock. There's 3 seconds on the shot clock. Long shot. No. And it's out of bounds. So all of those offensive rebounds, and the Pioneers could not convert. 59-56 the score. And a 5-second violation, or did they call timeout? They called timeout. Coker calls timeout, and the official tells head coach Devin Carter, I was at 4 seconds. So Coker calls timeout to keep possession. We take timeout with them. 5:29 left to play in the game. It's Tusculum 59, Coker 56. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network. Coker to get it in against full court pressure with 5:25 left to play in the game. Aaron Hauser brings it across the timeline against Sutton. Here to the deep right corner in Davis. Davis, crossover dribble on Casey Johnson, drives baseline and will be bumped. And it's the fourth personal on Casey Johnson. And the second team foul. On the Pioneers, as here to the game comes Aaliyah Miller, as Casey Johnson goes out with 4 personal fouls with 5:15 to play in the game. Jayla Horton to trigger the inbounds pass, gets it in. Point blank range shot, no good from Janelle Horton. And the rebound out of bounds off of the Pioneers. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Jayla Horton does it again. Jayla Horton to the top, and Haley Kropp. Kropp picked up by Jayla Arnwine. Kropp on the left wing picks up her dribble. Entry pass to Aaron Hauser, backing her way down on Sutton. She threw it away. Fire to the hands of Dixon. Dixon ahead to Mia Long. Long surveying traffic, doesn't see the numbers, and she's going to slow it down and just back it out. The Pioneers will set up in their half-court offense. Right wing feed goes to Jayla Arnwine. Kick out, left wing Dixon. Puts it on the floor with the right hand, dribbles to the free throw line, kick to the top, and Aaliyah Miller. Miller cross dribble at the free throw line. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Mia Long looks to drive. Long spins, stutter step, shot, no. And it'll be out of bounds off of Tusculum. And back over to Coker. Media timeout. We head to a break. 4:31 left to play in the game. Tusculum 59, Coker 56. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
My name is Trent Gibson. I play basketball here and I'm a sophomore. I chose Tusculum because of the family atmosphere that's given. As soon as I walked on campus, I was embraced. And also just because of the academics. I feel like I'm pushed every day to be my best.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsоncitytoyota.com.
Be a champ.
It's a final in Charlotte as Carson Newman knocks off Queens by the final score of 97-53, and UVA Wise defeats Wingate by the final of 72-58. Aaron Hauser with the basketball for Coker at the top. She'll get it off right wing to Jayla Horton. Horton looks to drive. Had it tipped away from behind by Maddie Sutton and taken away by Dixon. Ahead to Mia Long. All the way to the hole. Shot no. Rebound trailing the play was Maddie Sutton. Sutton is going to wait. Check that. Arnline's going to wait on Mia Long. And the Pioneers will reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Miller drives. Lost the hand. Got it back. Forces one up. No. And the rebound's pulled down by Aaron Hauser. Not the look the Pioneers needed. Davis saves it from going out of bounds. Pioneers by 3. 3:45 left to play in the game. Davis in the deep left corner. Picked up by Dixon on the left wing. Crossover dribble. Pass tipped away by Sutton. Saved by Horton. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pass through the hands of Hauser and taken away by Jayla Arnline. So the Pioneers come up with a turnover. Head coach Devin Carter chasing Jayla Arnline all the way down the court to tell her what he wants her to do this trip down the floor. Miller, Arnline, left wing, drives all the way to the hoop, puts it off the glass and in. I don't know what head coach Devin Carter was saying to Arnline as he was chasing her down the floor, but it evidently worked because she lays it up and in, and the Pioneers lead by 5. It is now a 2-possession game, 61-56. Casey Johnson with her 4 personal fouls up off the bench, set to check into the next dead ball. With the basketball on the right wing is Horton. Picked up by Mia Long. Hands it off to Davis at the top. Looks to drive. Kicks it on the right wing to Haley Kropp. Entry pass down low. Hauser spins on Sutton. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Aaron Hauser. Maddie Sutton draws the charge. Pioneers will have the basketball. Casey Johnson checks in for the Pioneers. The foul on Hauser is her 4th. As out of the game comes Miller. 4 personal fouls on Aaron Hauser. If I'm head coach Devin Carter, I'm giving the ball to Maddie Sutton and saying take it right at Aaron Hauser. But that's just me. I'm not the coach. Right wing, Casey Johnson. Long to Sutton. To the top and Casey Johnson. Left wing, Arnline. Entry pass, Sutton. Turns on Aaron Hauser. Goes up and under, and she's fouled out. Head coach Devin Carter did exactly what I thought he would do. Give it to Maddie Sutton. Take it right at Aaron Hauser. Aaron Hauser fouls out. And the Pioneers have a 5-point lead. Into the game comes Sakita Joyner. Aaron Hauser has fouled out, and the Pioneers will send Maddie Sutton to the free throw line. Aaron Hauser, who is probably, if not the best forward in this league, top 3, has fouled out of the game. Maddie Sutton, her first free throw is in, out, no. Pioneers by 5, and Sutton will have a second. Maddie Sutton, free throw, good. Maddie Sutton makes good on 1 of 2, but the points were just the bonus. The fouling out of Aaron Hauser was the key to that play. Maddie Sutton gets the steal. She picks the pocket of Haley Kropp in backcourt. Sutton to Arnline, and the Pioneers will just run some clock. Headsy play from the Pioneers. Sutton got the steal, but instead of going for the points with a 6-point lead, the Pioneers are just going to milk the clock. 1:55 left to play. Long, drive, shot, no, but a foul, and Mia Long will be to the line to shoot a pair. The foul on Joyner is her 4th. Joyner has 4, and Mia Long will be to shoot 2. Free throw is up and in from Mia Long. Davis, jumper, no, but a foul going to be called on the floor going against the Pioneers' Jayla Arnline. Coker to trigger the inbounds pass underneath. Inbound speed goes to Davis on the right wing. Davis drives. No, and a charging foul going to be called on Davis as Jayla Arnwine camps out and draws the charge. The foul on Davis, her second. And the Pioneers will have the basketball back with 1:40 left to play in the game. Mia Long into the front court. Gives it off to Arnwine on the left wing. Sutton inside Johnson. Turn, shoot, shot, no. Blocked out of bounds. And the Pioneers will retain possession with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Mia Long to trigger the inbounds pass. Long gets it into Johnson into the deep right corner. Johnson to the top and Mia Long with 8 seconds. Long with 5 seconds. Long will drive. Shot off the glass short. No. Rebound pulled down by Maddie Sutton. And a jump ball will be the call. It should be and is Pioneer basketball on the alternate arrow. So Maddie Sutton keeps possession for Tusculum with 1:10 to play in the game. And 20 seconds on the shot clock as Mia Long is set to trigger the inbounds pass. Long lobs to the top and Maddie Sutton, and a push and a foul going to be called on Joyner, and that should be her 5th. And it is. Joyner fouls out of the game. Shay Jackson comes back into the game, and Maddie Sutton will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair. The first free throw from Sutton is up and in. The Pioneers lead by 9. Second free throw is good. (66-56) the score, and Sutton makes it on both. Coker with the basketball in backcourt. Got away with a travel in backcourt, and now Kropp will bring it across the timeline. 1 minute left to play in the game. Pioneers by 10. Kropp, three-pointer on its way. Back iron, no. Rebound by Casey Johnson. Pioneers will secure the basketball into the hands of Mia Long. And Haley Kropp will commit the foul, and Mia Long will walk to the other end and shoot 2 free throws. Mia Long at the line to shoot a pair. Long free throw is no good. Mia Long, first free throw was no good. Second free throw is good. (67-56), Tusculum with the lead. Coker calls the timeout so they can advance the basketball. 30-second timeout from Pioneer Arena. 48.7 seconds left to play in the game. Tusculum 67, Coker 56. This is Pioneer Women's Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin.
Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
48.7 seconds left to play in the basketball game. Tusculum leads by 11. Mia Long with her last free throw is now 1 point away from the 1,000-point scoring mark If she'd done it a game ago, she would have been a part of that presentation before the game when Casey Johnson and Sydney Wilson were awarded their 1,000-point basketballs, but Long nonetheless 1 point away from 1,000 points. Something tells me she'll get it. Crop with the basketball. Right wing goes to Horton. Underneath Jackson, reverse layup, no. Got her own rebound and put it up and in. Jackson with the rebound put back, and then a foul going to be called in backcourt. And Mia Long will walk to the line, and if she can make one of the 2 free throws, she'll have her 1,000th point. Jayla Horton whistled for the foul, her second. And with 31.8 seconds left to play in the basketball game, Tusculum leading 67-58. Mia Long. If Mia Long makes this free throw, she'll have 1,000 points. Mia Long at the line, shooting for 1,000. And she has it. Mia Long just scored her 1,000th point in her Pioneer career. She'll be at the line looking for 1,001. She has that too. Mia Long scores her 1,000th point, and head coach Devin Carter takes the seniors off the floor in a very classy move. And head coach Devin Carter calls the timeout. Mike Maggart, the public address announcer here at Pioneer Arena, makes the announcement, and Mia Long gets the big hug from her teammates. As into the game comes Marta Rodriguez along with Dixon, Miller, and Click. Arnwine also on the floor for the Pioneers for the remaining 31.8 seconds of this game. Shea Jackson to get it in for Coker. Jackson, long pass down the floor. Picked up at the other end by Horton. Shot, no, but a foul. And Horton will be at the line to shoot a pair with 30.4 left to play. Horton, free throw, good. Horton, second free throw is up and in. Horton makes good on both, 69 to the score. And Marta Rodriguez will be fouled in backcourt. Will walk to the other end, and Marta Rodriguez will shoot 2 free throws. As Tusculum will walk to the other end and send Marta Rodriguez to the free throw line. Rodriguez, free throw is good. Rodriguez makes the first, she'll have the second. After this one, the Pioneers will be on the road for the short trip to Harrogate, Tennessee to take on the Lincoln Memorial Lady Rail Splitters. It'll be a 5:30 tip. And the voice of the Pioneers, Brian Staten, will be on hand to bring you the play-by-play action as timeout called by head coach Devin Carter. 71-62 the score after the made bucket from Coker, and head coach Devin Carter calls a 30-second timeout. He wants to advance the basketball. Scores elsewhere in the South Atlantic Conference. The final. Newberry knocks off Lenore Rhines 74-70. It was UVA Wise over Wingate 72-58. That's an upset in league action. Big win for UVA Wise. Catawba knocks off Lincoln Memorial 74-54. Drops Lincoln Memorial to 9-11 in the South Atlantic Conference standings. And it was number 21 Anderson over Mars Hill 81-58. We gave it the Carson Newman. It was Carson Newman 97, Queens 53. Pioneers will inbound with Marta Rodriguez with 23.5 seconds left to play in the game. Rodriguez lobs it into Jayla Arnwine, and Arnwine will be fouled with 21.7 to play. The rest of the league has gone final, but we're going to drag this one out, evidently, with 21.7 left to play. Arnwan at the line to pair. Arnwine, first free throw is up and in. Wise beat Wingate. Arnwine will have a second. It's good. Arnwine makes good on both. 73-62 the score. Long pass at the other end. They connect, and Kropp puts it up and in. And head coach Devin Carter calls another timeout so the Pioneers can advance it. With 18.3 seconds left to play in the game, 73-64. The Pioneers make the free throws to push it to 11, but then Coker has connected on the home run basketball at the other end to get the 2 points right back, and that's why Coker continues to foul and kind of drag this basketball game out just a little bit. 73-64 the score, 18.3 to play. Don't forget, coming up next, it'll be the Pioneer men taking on Coker as head coach J.T. Burton and his men fresh off a victory against the Carson Newman Eagles. As the Pioneer men winners of 3 straight and 5 of their last 6. Check that, 6 of their last 7. Miller with the inbound, dribbles in the lane, and she'll be fouled with 15.4 seconds left to play. And now it'll be Miller at the line as Kropp fouls out. She picks up her 5th personal foul. Kropp fouls out with 14 points and 3 assists in this game. Miller, free throw,